Okay, wait, hold on. I promise you, I'm not going to talk about the $12.9 million Logo Man sale. Instead, I'm going to share with you this week's rookie card report. Are you ready? Then let's do it. Okay, so this week I want to begin by sharing with you a comment left on the debut episode of Weekly Rookie Card Report. First off, I want to thank everybody who left a comment and left some engaging feedback. I really do appreciate it. That's what I was looking for, and the way to make this show better is through you guys, and I really appreciate it. But I want to show this comment that I find very interesting, and it was a comment by David the Collector here. He says, I wish there was more content on cards that regular collectors are buying, not these $1,000 cards most people can't afford. Seems like a lot of content is being generated for these gamblers that seem to have took over the markets. That's a very astute comment there, left by David, the card collector. I went ahead and replied, I think you're 100% on target here. Duly noted. Thanks for the feedback. And then a couple days later, Russell Thornton F9Z says, yes, I agree. So it's that type of stuff that I am looking for to kind of take this thing to the next level. But I had a hard time with, like, what exactly does that mean? Like what is it that I mean, are you interested in cards that sold in the $5 to $10 range? Are you more interested in cards that sold maybe for 100 or 200? Like, what is the threshold? And I think, like, when we're talking low end, that could mean a lot of different things. So I would love just a little bit more feedback. Like, what are your expectations on covering the low end stuff? 'Cause that's where I live too. I don't get into these higher end things, but I do understand that um, usually the rising tide lifts all ships. So if a PSA 10 of a certain card sold for $150,000, sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes it brings all the other, like the PSA ones and twos and threes. It kind of brings the entire market up as well. So that's how I look at things. And so I would love some feedback on how can we cover the low end side where most of collectors live, right? That's kind of our wheelhouse. Um, with that said, for the time being, I'm going to move on here to the rookie card market pulse that I've deemed this segment. And I'm going to go here to Card Ladder, and I'm going to come down here to what is called the feed. This feed is basically the emails that they send out on a daily basis. That's where we can find the archives for those emails. And the first one that I want to cover, and I'm going to do something a little different here, okay, just to comply with the comments that we just viewed. And now, all right, so let's start here. We're going to look at this. Let's look at this 1954 Topps Hank Aaron. We know that it last sold here this past week on August 23rd. It sold for $152,000. Pretty steep. But now let's play around with this. Now look at this. This is a beautiful card, man. My goodness. But let's play around with this here a little bit in Card Ladder. So let's just say I am shopping for a PSA 1 because I love this card. It's an iconic card of Hank Aaron, but I cannot get anywhere close to an 8.5. Duly noted. So we come down here and we can scroll down to, let's say, now I don't want to look at BBG. I want to look at PSA 2. So if I were to be shopping for one, here we go. So a PSA 2 now, and I come down here on the bottom right-hand side of the screen, and I want to change this to all time. So all time starts dating back to 2004 to today. Look at the hockey stick motion on this thing here. But I love, like, right now, it says starting price, which was the price back in 2004. You can pick up a PSA 2 for $224. Today, the current price for a PSA 2 is 2,267. So that kind of gives me a gauge there of what am I, if I were to go buy this card today, what would it cost me? Now, let's look at an SGC2. This is very interesting here. Bear with me until I get there. Here we go. SGC2. This one sold. This one's a little rough. This one looks like a 2, right? So this one, we see here, we have the all-time selected, and it goes back to 2005. And in 2005, you can get this card for $208 in an SGC2. Today, an SGC2 is going for $24.75 is the last comp, which is more than the PSA 2. That's pretty interesting. Now, I know, there's a lot of other variables. So let's take a look at another example. Let's look at this Bobby Orr. For all the hockey fans out there, this SGC6 recently sold for, what do we have here? $12,000 in an SGC6. Man, I tell you, there's some just stupid money out there nowadays. Well, looking at all time, we know we go back to 2013 here. And in 2013, I could have picked up this SGC6 for $2,400. Today, an SGC6 sells for $12,000. Man, that's a little steep for me. I don't know about you. Let's check out some other prices. How about a PSA 1? So dating back to 2011, I could have picked up a PSA 1 for $360. Today, a PSA 1 is going to cost me $2,100. Moving on, I'm going to go to another date here. I'm hoping you're getting the exercise here, because I understand that we don't shop in high end, but there's some of us that do. So I want to, you see, I need to cover both sides of the fences, and I do understand that we need to get a little bit more realistic with certain things, and I am totally on board with that. So let's look at this fun Walter Johnson here that recently sold this week for the unbelievable price of $353,000. Now let's look at this thing all time. All time takes us back to 2018. Starting price back in 2018 was $156,000. Today it's $353,000. But let's look at, that's for a PSA 9. Like, who realistically here really shops for a PSA 9? So I couldn't find any sales history for a PSA 1. I was able to find one in a PSA 4. A PSA 4 of this T206 Walter Johnson will cost us $3,736. A little bit more manageable there if you make a game plan and you really want this Walter Johnson card. Now you can take this as a baseline, so you can figure that in maybe anything from a 1 to a 3 is going to cost you anywhere just maybe under $3,700, right? So that's kind of a gauge. And I know there's a lot like eye appeal, creases across the face. There's a lot of variables into that equation, right? But this is just a fun exercise so we can see what's going on. I love this card here, and it's not a rookie card, but this card here, just what Reggie Jackson means to me personally, and what he did in 1977 World Series is for, I mean, he's just a boyhood hero. And I want to pick up his 1978 cards. There's this one, and then there's another one that actually says World Series on it, and it shows him taking a swing. But this swing here is just epic. And I really, when I saw this sell, it really piqued my interest, because I think I'm going to be adding these two cards to my PC sooner rather than later. With that said, this PSA 10 all time, we look at as of 2009, I could have picked it up for about $3,500. Today, A PSA 10 is going to go for $19,500. My goodness, what an increase. I'm going to be a little bit more realistic here and say my price range is probably going to be a PSA 8. What's a PSA 8 going to cost me? Wow, what a difference. A PSA 8 today is going to cost me $5,700 or $57, I'm sorry. But what about, all right, maybe I want to maybe see what a PSA 9 is going for. Okay. See, this is a little bit more manageable for my budget. So if I were shopping for this card, I would be looking for a PSA 9, and I can figure to pay somewhere around 265. So according to these sales, I think according to my budget, I can aim for a PSA 9, and I can expect to pay anywhere between 260 and 360. And so yeah, that's kind of how I like taking this approach, looking at the market pulse, and I can look at current day sales, meaningful sales, and I can bring them down to my level of in my level of budget, right? And let's look at a few more here. I want to go to 825 because this card here caught my curiosity because this is a card I would love to put in the PC. This is a 1949 Bowman Satchel Paige in a PSA 2. Let's look at what that looks like. All right. We're going to change this down here to all time. And here we see the hockey stick motion that this card has taken over the decades, right? So starting price back in 2006, I could have picked up this PSA 2 for $305. My goodness, what a steal of a deal, right? Today, the current price on a PSA 2 is about $5,400. So this one's really, really steep. This is a card, even at $5,400, that's still out of my budget. Again, I'm typically, in the $200 to $500 range. If I'm going to the National, I might be shopping for a card that's about 2,000 tops, is typically my budget. I wonder if there's anything in here for a 1. Yeah, okay, let's look at a 1. Okay, so a PSA 1 today is about half that. It's about 2,650. So that's a little bit more manageable, maybe in my price range. So if I were to be shopping for this card seriously, I would have to aim for a PSA 1. The last one I want to look at is one that was released on August 24th. Shout out to Card Ladder for giving us these amazing tools. And how about this one? Who remembers this beauty? Oh, yeah, the old no name on front. I actually submitted 2 of these cards to PSA. It was a coworker who inherited his father's collection. His father had 2 of them in his collection. I've made videos on this long time ago, but one came back a PSA 8. The other one came back a PSA 7. But this one here, we're looking at a PSA 6 that recently sold on August 9th. And it sold for $10,000 for a PSA 6. So that's a little out of range for me. So let me look at all time here on a PSA 6. What do we have? Oh boy, man, look at this thing. And let me look at maybe a lower grade. I know not many of these exist. PSA 5 recently, PSA 5 last sold for 6,300. See if there's anything else here on the low grade side. That's about it. PSA 6 is like the lowest grade on this thing. That's amazing. Okay. I also wanted to look at this amazing card. Look at this card. If anything, just to show this card does not sell very often, right? So this would fall under the segment of Rookie Spotlight, where we feature rarity and or scarcity. This card would fall under rarity. There are not many of these cards, and they do not come up for sale very often. So for those reasons, this type of thing catches my attention. So it's the N162 Goodwin Champions of Cap Anson. Amazing card with a lot of history. And let oh, I clicked out of it. Doggone it. So let's look at some sales on this thing all time. Back in 2007, you could have picked up this Cap Anson for $10,900, and today it's going to cost you about 28,000. So let's look at maybe something a little lower in grade. What would a PSA 1 cost us for this card? We have no data available for that. Okay, let's go to the next grade. We have a PSA 2 here also going up, and I can pick one up for about 13,000. So this card is really something that would be completely out of my range, and that's okay. I can still have an appreciation for the sale. I can still have an appreciation for the card and what it means, and to the hobby, and still have an appreciation and a knowledgeable understanding of what this card has been doing over the course of time. And so, with that, is going to conclude this week's rookie card market pulse. Again, guys, I would love to have a little bit of feedback here on how you want me to cover the low end. I will definitely consider. Moving on, I want to move on to this post by the MLB for a little exercise here. We see here they put out a veteran players still putting up big stats. Swipe to see. Okay, we have Mr. Chapman here and Mr. Giancarlo. Don't call me Mike Stanton. I like this post for a lot of reasons, because I like to collect rookie cards of Hall of Famers. And so this is the type of prospecting I like to do. I like to prospect for Hall of Famers. And I think that makes the most sense for me. I used to years ago when I was in my 20s and 30s. I was a card show dealer. I was all about prospecting rookies. And needless to say, that never led me to it was more losses than wins in that scenario. But I've learned over the years as a veteran collector now that prospecting for Hall of Famers is a much more entertaining endeavor, because the truth of the matter is that a lot of rookies start hot, and a lot of rookies have amazing rookie seasons. Maybe even their first 2-3 years, they're playing out of this world. But baseball players have a lot of peaks and valleys throughout their career. And I like to pick these guys up in between years 5 and 10 is when I start looking out for how does a player come out of a slump? How long does he stay in a slump? Does he have the fortitude to pull himself out of the pit? Is his playing improving year over year? Let's take it, for example, Francisco Lindor. He started hot, quickly hit the valley, and he's had some peaks and valleys. But here in the last 2-3 years, it seems like he's coming into his 10th year in the league, and it seems like he's better now than he was when he first came in, and he's maturing in the game. He is learning how to pull himself out of the pit. He's learning how to be a clubhouse leader. He's improving year over year. And these are the types of things that are off the field. The character of a player. Can he reinvent himself after he finds himself in the valley? And it's players like this. Let's look at Mr. Chapman here. A lot of peaks and valleys he's had. But here he is having a phenomenal year. We look at Aaron Judge. Aaron Judge, the guy, he's in his 8th year. He may hit a valley, but how will he pick himself up out of that valley is what's going to determine long-term Hall of Fame success. Clayton Kershaw is another guy. And I love to get these guys, they've had tremendous success, like Clayton Kershaw. But then he finds himself, like in the last 2, 3 years, he finds himself in a valley, not playing very good, constantly injured. That's the time to take the risk and pick up these cards, these players' cards. That's where I like to purchase when they're in the valley, because when they come out of it, it's going to be that much better, right? Here he is, his 18th year, and he's 9-2 with a 3.06 ERA. He's having a fabulous season. Um, how about this guy right here? A lot of love for Schwarber, as he was a Chicago Cub back in 2016. But here's another guy who came out on fire 2015, 2016, even 2017. He was on top of the mountain. But then 2018 came and 2019 came, and this guy couldn't do much at all. I mean, you talk about strikeouts. We were really frustrated. He was really frustrated with himself, which led to him being traded. Now here he is in Philly, having a tremendous season, and love Schwarber for that. And here's the thing with Schwarber: 49 home runs, 119 RBIs. He still has a month left in the season. But here's the thing about a guy like Kyle Schwarber. Okay, we know he just having a fabulous year. He just hit 4 home runs in one game this week. Right now is not the time to be buying Kyle Schwarber. If you're buying Kyle Schwarber right now, you're making a rookie mistake. I consider you a novice, because now is not the time to be buying Kyle. Kyle Schwarber, the time to buy him, if you project him to have a Hall of Fame career, is when he's in the valley. You've got to wait till he gets in the slump, or wait until the off season. That would be the time to get Kyle Schwarber. So year 11, having tremendous success. Love what I'm seeing from him. Jacob deGrom, another guy, a lot of ups and downs, a lot of surgeries he's had here lately, but here he is, 10-6, 2.79 ERA, 155 strikeouts. See, he's learned how to pick himself out of the pit. He has the work ethic, the integrity to persevere, and that's the making of a Hall of Famer. Mr. Stanton, who has been injured a third of the year. I mean, he missed a lot in the beginning from an injury. He missed like the first 2 months of the season. Well, here he is, 17 home runs, 46 RBIs, still has a month to play. Even with an injury, he knows how to get back on the horse and give us a productive season. And you look at his numbers. I've made a video on Mr. Stanton here recently. If you look at my archives, as a matter of fact, I'll probably leave you a link at the end of this one where I've kind of reviewed his career and his rookie cards. But this list, these are the types of guys I like to shop for and put in my PC. And even if they don't make it to the Hall of Fame, even if they're they hit a valley and never come out of it, these types of players typically have a strong collector base within the hobby or within the region where they're from. Manny Machado. I've been PCing Manny Machado for some years now, but a guy who consistently puts up decent numbers. This is a very veteran way to collect, and it may not be for everybody, but it is for me. These are the types of guys. Again, I'm not going to get them when they're on the ESPN or the quick pitch highlight with 4 home runs. Now, I'm not going to go to eBay and start looking for Kyle Schwarber. I'm going to get them during the off season. So just this guy right here, study his numbers. You talk about Mr. Underrated. Go on Baseball Reference, punch up this guy's career numbers, and look at what he's doing this year. It's just amazing why anybody would spend thousands upon thousands of dollars on prospects when you have players putting up numbers like this who you can pick up their rookie cards for very reasonable prices. And that makes more long-term sense to me anyways than anything else. Okay, moving on here. I wanted to show you guys this post that I found on X by Mike Maher, if I'm pronouncing that right. But he puts up the baseball rookie class for 2026 baseball card products. Gonna be insane. Top of the list, Roman Anthony, who should have rookie cards this year. Don't get me started. Jack Caglion, so on and so forth. And here's a list that he gives. And pretty interesting here. You know, the comments started to kind of say, hey, well, what about this guy? What about that guy? You know, won't this guy be an update? And he seems to have a really solid working knowledge or understanding of prospects. And I ended up giving this guy a follow. I liked what I saw, and he ended up. I looked him up here. It says here top selling baseball card breaker for Filth Bomb Breaks on Fanatics Live. It seems like he is a breaker, but he deals in the prospecting side of things. So if that kind of stuff interests you, check out him on X. Next up, I want to talk to you about this article that I found on Collect. It says he bought this Type 1 photo of Tiger Woods for $284,000. This is funny to me for a couple of reasons. Number one is I went into the National wanting to get Type 1 photos of rookie cards until I spoke with a dealer there who gave me about 20 minutes worth of his time to explain to me the Type 1 rookie card photo hobby. And he was correct in telling me that that genre is an extremely expensive genre. And this article went on to say that this gentleman ended up purchasing this Type 1 photo on Instagram for $75. And I guess he asked the guy who had like 10,000 followers, you know, is it up for sale? He says this print, and the guy says this print has a couple of small creases in it. For that reason, I'll let it go for $75. Thing is that this thing with the guy who purchased it was able to photo match it to this rookie card. I know this is a debatable topic, the rookie card of Tiger Woods. Maybe that warrants its own video someday. But the mainstream rookie card for Tiger Woods, the one that falls into compliance with rookie card practices, is this 2001 Upper Deck. And really found this interesting. And it reminded me, I have like 5 of these complete sets of this 2001 Upper Deck, and I need to find those. I would love to have something like this in my PC. Anyways, just found this interesting for the purposes of Type 1 photos and rookie cards. Moving on, we're going to look at this. Most home runs by primary catcher in a season. As we all know, if we're following what's going on, Cal Raleigh of the Seattle Mariners here recently surpassed Salvador's Perez record with 49 home runs now. As of the date of this, I believe he's in, I believe, 50. I wanted to put this under the segment of rookie flashback, because I want to take this, but I also want to do I want to look back, and for that reason I've created this image here because I like the new, but I also don't want to forget about the past. And we see a record for a catcher. You know, catchers are not known to be really big home run hitters, so it's really special when somebody does. But here, Cal Raleigh here in 2025, he has 50. The last time I checked, by the end of the season, he might be into 50-ish, maybe 60 home runs. And I wanted to preview some of his rookie cards. Aside from the paper tops and the Topps Chrome or the Dynasty or that sort of thing, which are always the staples of the hobby, right? The go-to brands for a certain player. But here I was looking at some of his rookie cards. Really enjoy the Stadium Club here. Just a great pose there. His 2022 Topps Archives. I really enjoy the Archives. Card number 290. I will always have a thing for the 1987 Topps wood design. A lot of times, um, you know, Topps has used this design over and over and over again in their product. People seem to think that they're actually rookie cards, but they're not. It's an insert set that is included in Topps, and they seem to do it like every year. But those are not true rookie cards. They're rookie year cards. But here in 22 Topps Archives, card number 290 of the base set, they opted to use this 87 wood design for the card. And I love this rookie card of him for that reason. And then, of course, you have the 2022 Topps Chrome Sapphire. Sapphire seems to be another product that is beloved within the hobby. I do have problems with certain distribution methods with Sapphire. I do not fall for Montgomery Club. You got to pay this membership fee in order to be allowed to buy 2 boxes of this stuff. That is a distribution model that does not sit well with me at all. Now, let's look at Salvador Perez, who in 2021 had a phenomenal season by hitting 48 home runs. There is not much rookie cards for Salvador. He has 3. One is a Bowman Draft paper product, and the parallel to that in Bowman Chrome Draft, this product is a nice product. However, this image of him here, to me, falls way short. They did not do Salvador or collectors any justice with this image. And then lastly, his 3rd rookie card here is going to be the 2011 Bowman Sterling. Okay design, okay image, but nothing to write home about. But those are the 3 primary rookie cards, the only rookie cards of Salvador Perez. I don't know. To me, this is a toughie for me. I would maybe, if I wanted to add him to my PC, I would be looking at one of his rookie year cards, or perhaps, I don't know. It's just, this is just really brutal here, what they did to Salvador. With that said, let's not forget the man who held the catcher home run record for over 50 years, the one and only Johnny Bench. Yes, my friends, 1970, he hit 45 home runs, most by any catcher in a single season, and he held that record until 2021 when Salvador Perez broke it. His 1968 Topps rookie card is one of the primary cards to have of Johnny Bench. I wanted to take this exercise in this segment simply to say that Cal Raleigh and what he's currently doing is really cool, really amazing. Much love and respect for Salvador Perez, but let us also appreciate and respect the work of Johnny Bench and his amazing rookie card, 1968 Topps. Next up, this was a pretty interesting post here that got a little spicy. We are looking at a post on X by Sports Card Investor. They say, this Ohtani rookie auto is currently at auction at Fanatics Live, and it's at $65,000. So here is the hype for auctions. Do you think this price too low or too high? So he shows this 2018 Upper Deck Goodwin's champion of Shohei Ohtani. My man Brian BJ from Gem City Cards here says, it's not a rookie. At Victor Roman Sr., you could teach Jeff a thing or two. Oh man, BJ brought me into it. So here we go. Sports Card Investor replies to BJ, and they say, it is, in fact, a rookie card. It was a 2018 Goodwin's Champion card inserted in 2019 Goodwin Champions. We also never said anything about a jersey. Okay, time out here, Sports Card Investor. I don't know if this is Jeff. I don't know if this is somebody in their team, but here we've got to get a clue as to what's going on. We simply think that because it said 2018, it's licensed, but this is not licensed. We see here, I'm so thankful that they showed the back of the card because, my friend, tell me where you see a Major League Baseball Players Association logo. Tell me where you see the license to the league. Neither. This is a fully unlicensed card made by Upper Deck. Perhaps they had a contract with Shohei for a single shoot of something, and they created this card, and it is not a rookie card. Here we see custom concept. Says definitely not a rookie. 2013 was his rookie season. Oh boy, here we go. But I ended up saying his 2013 cards are indeed his Japanese rookie cards. However, the foreign market has never been established in North America. His MLB debut are his rookie cards for U.S. market. There is a criteria established by hobbyist and the legal authority, and it does matter. Custom Concept replies, so you're saying a card from 2018, 5 years later, is a rookie? Yes, there is two separate card markets and two separate leagues halfway across the world in two continents. BJ responds, and yet Sports Card Investor doesn't care to comment any further or hasn't seen any of this. And then Mikey here says it's not a rookie card. What? Oh, my goodness, when they bring me into these things, I love it and I hate it. But just a fun little exercise there that we had on X. And it just goes to show, my friends, the mass ignorance. And some of the worst are the industry folks. Some of the worst are the major voices in the space. They don't know, and they don't want to know. They don't want to learn. They need to have the waters muddied so that the agenda of making money continues. Okay, so this one here is very important to me for a lot of reasons, but I'm going to share with you here a post by Golden. And the question to us is, are you team 84 star or team 86 Fleer when it comes to the Michael Jordan rookie? Here we go. Let's listen to this.
So we're wondering, what do you believe is a true Jordan rookie, the 84 star or the 86 Fleer?
So to me, I consider Fleer as the true rookie.
100% the 84 star.
And why?
It's an iconic card. I think it just didn't get the love and respect because PSA wouldn't grade it. Now that PSA is grading it, it's definitely the true rookie.
86 Fleer.
Why? Why?
Because it's just the most genuine, authentic card that everyone wants.
86 Fleer. 84 star.
What I see mostly is the 86 Fleer. I'll go with the 86 Fleer. As a dealer, it just seems to be the one that you want to have in your showcase. It has to be the star, the 84.
It's going to be the 86 Fleer.
I'm going to go with the 86 Fleer.
Why?
It's iconic. It's a beautiful card.
Interesting. The question posed was, which one is Michael Jordan's true rookie card? And here's the thing that I want us to understand, that I don't think the people truly understand the magnitude of this card, these two cards, and what it means to people. And that's we're missing the spirit of the card, and a lot of people underestimate the power of nostalgia. And I'm going to show you another video clip here that's really going to paint the picture perfectly. Hold on one second.
Guy grades his childhood Michael Jordan rookie card.
What are we revealing?
It's because the events of those two. It's a fun card. Oh my goodness.
Oh my gosh. $9 on this card when I was 12 years old. I moved 25 times and kept this with me. And thought about selling it many times. All right. And I got wow.
Okay, so here wanting us to see, and this is just powerful here. Very, very powerful. A grown man brought to tears because he graded a car that he bought as a child. And this is the type of thing that me and thousands of other people just, man, you cannot say now, you cannot remove the nostalgia, the iconicness, if that's even a word, the importance of the 86 Fleer, the image, the history behind it. And it's and again, I don't want to take nothing away from 84 Star. That's also a fabulous card. But this is why I've always felt that the compromise has always been to say asterisk RC for both. And a lot of people agree with that concept. They think it's fair because that asterisk is going to make us force us to kind of what's going on. And what that asterisk will indicate is that there historically has been debate with this card. Moving on, I'm going to speed this along as we start to land a plane here. Here is a post that I found on X from this handle stating that this is a Freddie Freeman rookie card out of 2010 Topps Baseball. This, my friends, is not a rookie card. Sorry for the blurry image, but it's what I have to work with. This is just a major, egregious misrepresentation of a rookie card. Freddie Freeman debuted in the MLB in 2011. We have to abide by not what I say, but what the legal authorities say, and that is that the true rookie card comes once a player debuts onto an MLB roster. And this, my friends, this is a prospect card. This is not a rookie card. Next, I want to show this handle here that says today's card of the day, 1990 Upper Deck Star Rookie Deion Sanders rookie card. My friends, this is not Deion Sanders rookie card. Deion was a two-sport athlete who played in the MLB and in the NFL, and his rookie cards were in 1989. I believe this person seems to think that just because it has this design element in the lower right-hand corner that says Star Rookie, he's assuming that this is a rookie card, but this is a second-year card, or what I like to refer to as a post-rookie theme. See, it's a card that was released after his debut season. It's a second-year card, and there's an element that makes you think that it's a rookie card, so there's a theme to it, but it is not. And as we know in his football, he has the Pro Set rookie, he has the score, and the Topps traded. No way, shape, or form is the 1990 Upper Deck a rookie card of Deion Sanders. Moving on, we're going to look at this one in X. Is another handle that I found here with egregious calling this Aaron Judge 2013 Bowman Draft Picks a rookie card. My friends, here is a public service announcement to all collectors, to the hobby. Prospect cards and or what I like to refer to as pre-rookie cards, meaning that they are cards that were released prior to the athlete's debut onto the major leagues. Those are not rookie cards. Okay? They're prospect cards. They're pre-rookie cards. In no way, shape, or form are these rookie cards. And so this is what we're dealing with. This is what we contend with just mass ignorance within the hobby, and it's to no fault of our own. That's just how it is. And the reason why I even bring this up, this handle and the other one, is because both of these guys sell cards on X, and listing after listing after listing, there is an egregious, willful violation of calling everything that they're selling a rookie card, and it's just not so. And so this is how come, my friends, as I show you this last segment here, as I like to call it, community spotlight, I'm going to shout out somebody who left me a comment that really at the heartstrings. And that is this video that I released about 6 months ago. It's called A Complete Guide to Patrick Mahomes' True Rookie Cards. And this one has not done as well as the other ones, but it's got about 500 views. And I want to shout out 216 Edwin here, who left me a comment about 2 months ago. And he writes 416 views and 19 likes is insane. Give this man his props. My reply was this: I really appreciate this level of support. Thank you. My message is hard to swallow, and the perception is it disrupts the industry mainstream agenda. Friends, I do know that what I offer can at times be very hard to swallow. I know that what I offer goes against the grain. I know that what I offer rubs the fur in the opposite direction. Yes, friends, I am the fish swimming upstream. When everybody else wants to take the easy road, I choose to take the hard road. Not for my own accolades, but for what I feel to be the truth. And the truth is that when a player has 3,000 cards produced of them, not all of them are rookie cards. I just don't understand. What I'm doing here is basically trying to bring lines of clarity, trying to bring structure and logic into the equation. What is wrong with calling something a pre-rookie card or a prospect card? What's wrong with that? Let's identify it for what it is. What's wrong with calling something a rookie year card? It shouldn't take away from its value or importance. We're just reclassifying things and identifying them properly. I'm not trying to disrupt the marketplace. I'm not reinventing the wheel here. I have not invented a lot of this stuff. I have just brought structure to it. And I am the voice in the wilderness declaring this: not all rookie cards are created equal. Listen, that's going to do it for this episode. Thank you for tuning in. Please consider subscribing to this channel. At the very least, hit the thumbs up button. With that said, buenos nachos, muchachos.